Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Carolina Panthers Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, coming at you here once again on the U to the Tube. So, just wanted to talk about a few things. So, first off, got some bad news. So, unfortunately, Myles Hartsfield is put on the injured reserve after suffering a wrist injury in the Panthers-Jets game this past Sunday. And he is expected to miss 8 to 12 weeks. So it's a bad loss. It's a bad loss. Now, he does have the opportunity to return late in the season because he's on injured reserve, but apparently the word is that he's going to need surgery to repair the damage. So, not sure when we will really get a chance to see him again, but they're saying 8 to 12 weeks. Have to see how he heals, but that's a big loss. That is a big loss. Kind of hurts depth a little bit, but hoping and wishing a speedy recovery for Myles Hartsfield. You never want to see anybody go down. Doesn't matter who it is. You never want to see anybody go down. But unfortunately, that's quite a loss. That's quite a loss. They have also ended up bringing back Corn Elder. This is for the third time. So, Corn Elder, who has some experience playing at the nickel spot on the Panthers defense, so he got signed to the practice squad. And they ended up releasing offensive lineman Mike Horton to make room for Corn Elder. So, welcome back home, Corn Elder. Now, one of the things they had mentioned on the Panthers website is they mentioned that Juston Burris, Jaycee Horn, and Chandler are possibilities to play the nickel spot. Now, do keep in mind, we still won't have AJ Bouye for the upcoming Saints matchup because he'll be serving his second and last game suspension. You know, he was suspended for 2 games. He was out in the Jets game, so he'll be out in the Saints game as well before he can return, which he should be able to return week 3 for the Texans game. Now, it'll be interesting to see who plays that nickel spot. Now that this has been brought up, it'll be interesting to see who plays that nickel spot. Juston Burris, who is normally the strong safety, I believe. Jaycee Horn, one of the cornerbacks, and I believe Chandler is also another safety as well. Yes, another safety as well. It's possible that they may. I would consider maybe Chandler. There's also maybe the idea of Sam Franklin as well. Maybe Sam Franklin plays that strong safety spot, and maybe you can put Juston Burris at the nickel, because Sam Franklin does have some experience there. But it'll be interesting to see who they will consider playing that nickel role, since originally Myles Hartsfield was their first option at nickel. So, y'all have to let me know what you think. Who do you think could possibly play the nickel going forward? Like I said, I can understand bringing in Corn Elder, as Corn Elder does have some experience playing the nickel. Don't know if they'll activate him from the practice squad, but he is on the practice squad. So, that's something that they may pull the trigger on. We'll have to wait and see. But that's something that they may pull the trigger on. Not only that, the kicking game is still in question. Carolina Panthers have cut Ryan Santoso and have brought in 26-year-old Zane Gonzalez, who was originally on the Detroit Lions practice squad. Whew. I mean, I gotta be honest with y'all. I mean, okay, let's take a look at Zane Gonzalez. 26 years old, 6 feet tall, 202 pounds. Played at Arizona State. Was a 7th-round draft pick, the 2017 draft. Drafted by, of course, the Cleveland Browns. He's played with the Cleveland Browns, Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions, and now he is a Carolina Panther. I mean, he's got a couple of awards in college. You know, 2-time first team All Pac-12 and second team All Pac-12, Lou Groza Award, and was a unanimous All-American. Here's the thing, though. As far as NFL career, his career field goal percentage is 78%, y'all. And if we could be technical, Joey Sly's is 80.3%. So if we want to get specific, percentage wise, Zane Gonzalez is a little bit worse than Joey Sly. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't mean to be a troll or anything, but I'm just saying, looking at stats. Let's see. He's had 91 field goal attempts, has made 71 of them. His longest was a 56-yarder. Let's see. Looking at more of his stats. He has hit 105 out of 111 extra points. I will say, I mean, looking at his 50-yarders, I mean, with the Cardinals, he was 2 of 2. Or excuse me, 2 of 4 in 2018, 2 of 2 in 2019, 2 of 3 in 2020. I mean, struggled in Cleveland in 2018. Well, he ended up getting hurt and then he got cut, if I remember correctly. But I don't know. Which I know he's been in the league longer than Joey Sly. But I mean, both longest field goal is 56. But like I said, last year, Joey Sly did struggle with 50-yarders. But his rookie year, he actually did very well from 50 yards out. So I mean, I don't know, y'all. What are y'all's thoughts on Zane Gonzalez? I mean, this either was a good move or a bad move. But I do understand. I figured we were going to be looking at kickers quite a bit. And judging from how the Jets game was when I believe we had a chance to kick a field goal from the 33-yard line of the opponent and from the 37-yard line, and opted not to. Ended up punting. I think ended up punting and ended up going for it on 4th down, if I remember correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I know on the 33-yarder, we ended up punting, which was a dumb move. I mean, is it just that the coach just has no faith in Ryan Santoso? I mean, he did miss an extra point. So, I mean, he hit both of his field goals, but he missed the extra point. And this Zane Gonzalez, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Joey Sly is kicking for the Texans right now, and he had a great first game. 4 for 4 for extra points and 3 for 3 for field goals. So, I mean, change of scenery may have helped him out. Can happen with anybody. So maybe the same will happen with Zane Gonzalez. I mean, I just look at that field goal percentage at 78.0, and it's kind of low. Just it's kind of low. It's kind of low. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, he's got some college accolades, but that 78 percentage, that's kind of low. That's kind of low. I just gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. Um, Although he hasn't really played a full season. I mean, he's only played a full season twice in his career, which was in 2017 and 2019. He also does have some punting experience, but I mean, last season played 12 games for Arizona, finished with a 72.7 field goal percentage. 75.0 field goal percentage his first year. I mean, I don't know. I just, it seems like his best year was 2019. He was pretty on point in 2019. So I mean, I'm not gonna say the guy sucks or anything like that. It's just 78% field goal percentage for average for his career. It's kind of low. It's kind of low. I mean, you know what? I'm curious. Let me look at Graham Gano, because that was the last great kicker that we had. Graham Gano. I'm curious. See, he has a career of 83.6, and a lot of his past years. I mean, with Carolina, the only time he was ever in the 70s was 2016, where he was a 78.9. All the other times he's been 81% or higher with Carolina. So, I mean, I don't know. But then again, a lot of people are probably thinking, we're talking field goal kickers here. But, I mean, it's important. It's important. It's still a big deal. Everybody talks, they only got one job. Well, I mean, they have to be able to do that job well. But we'll see how Zane Gonzalez does. Um, this could work out. This could work out. Now the thing with this is, going back to Zane Gonzalez, is so because we made this change, we released Ryan Santoso. We don't have to worry about giving the Giants the 7th round pick from the preseason trade. Now, one thing they noted was when teams sign players off another team's practice squad, they're required to keep that player on the active roster for 3 weeks, which this Zane Gonzalez is coming from the Lions practice squad. But yeah, it's to keep them from just simply grabbing up future opponents. So we gotta have him for at least 3 weeks. But Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. But that's pretty much all that I have. But let me know what you guys think. What do y'all think of bringing back Corn Elder to the practice squad for the Panthers? His third stint with the Panthers. Who do you feel should be the next one up to play that nickel spot with Myles Hartsfield out and on the injured reserve for a long time? Juston Burris, Chandler, Jaycee Horn. Do you pull the trigger on Corn Elder, activate him, throw him in the nickel spot? He has experience there. Who do you guys think should play that nickel spot for Carolina going forward? At least, at least until AJ Bouye comes back. Then they can adjust from there, depending on how things go in the Saints game. Also, what do y'all think about Zane Gonzalez, new kicker we brought on from the Detroit Lions practice squad? Has some experience, played on a couple of teams. What do y'all think of Zane Gonzalez? You think this is a good pickup? Do you think he could be the one that ends up being our permanent kicker for the season? Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball champ Jason Ingram with another episode of Carolina Panthers Talk. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all soon. Good night, everybody. Keep pounding.